Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, and today we are going to do a little bit something different. So it's late here and I decided I'm going to just plan some makeup while I give you guys a little story time. I have my mirror in front of me, so if you see me looking this way, just know that I'm trying to focus. I will be doing individual lashes. I've never done these before, so don't judge me if they come out looking, like it looked like I did it myself type stuff, you know what I'm saying? And I got a new lip kit. I want to try that out. And of course, one of these just to brighten up my under eyes. I have my iPad here. So let's get into the story. You saw the title, so you already know what it's about. So this starts off with my ex. Me and my ex were, okay, so let me just start from the beginning. I really don't know what I want to name him. It may come in the middle of the story. So before I even start that, me and my friends have a nickname for him. I just don't know if I want to name him that in this story just yet. So this was during a breakup, and me and him had already had my daughter. She was like 2 at the time. I'm about to put these on under my eyes. And, maybe I'm just going to name him Anxiety. I'm going to call him Anxiety. I'm going to name my child's father Anxiety. He gave me a lot of anxiety, and especially during the breakup. We had a upstairs downstairs apartment at the time. So during the breakup, he stayed in the downstairs room and I kept the upstairs, right? It kind of worked out, but we still had difficulties with each other, if you know what I mean. Well, one day I was hanging out with my homegirl Bree, and she also has children, and her kids were cool with my kids, and we met on the first day of school. So my son was in her son's classroom. We hit it off immediately. She was kind of going through the same thing with her man at the time, but they were still together. They was like really getting into it. At my point where I was at, I was just done and just over it. You know what I'm saying? So one day she comes over and we just chilling or whatever, right? She comes over to my crib, and we just having like a little girls time, just hanging out, playing, nothing too serious. I think we got like a bottle, and the kids, they were already knocked out, and it was just us. Here is a little lip kit that I got, and my phone rings. It was one of my homeboys, and he hits me up. He was like,
Hey Taylor, you should fly out here. There's an event coming up. I would love for you to come out and hang out with me.
so I look back at my friend, and she's nodding her head at me like, doing all of this. You should go. You should go. Whispering I should go, whatever. So I'm sitting there thinking about it. Maybe I should do it right here. I'm sitting there thinking about it, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm fresh off a breakup. It's the summertime. Why the hell not, right? What could go wrong? So I tell him, I'm like, yeah, let's do it. Hold on. I say, yeah, let's do it. So I hang up with him. He don't need a name. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do that. So he go ahead and he books a flight or whatever. I think it was like the event had to be like maybe two to 3 weeks out. So I wasn't really tripping. Now, me and my friend, we just have our regular day, and she ends up staying the night, and my ex he ended up he ended up staying the night in LA. So everything worked out fine. I didn't really care to see him anyway, you know what I'm saying? Well, when she goes home, you know, we have our regular old days, and anxiety's home. And when we're in the house, it's awkward because I'm trying to avoid him and he's trying to avoid me. And as I'm getting ready to pack my bag, it's the day for me to take flight. And Bree was gonna watch my kids while I go on this like two day little mini 2 day vacation, right? So he sees me packing my bags, and to him, he probably not really thinking much of it because I would pack sometimes and take the kids to go to LA to see my mom, and that's probably what he was thinking anyway. Bree was on her way over to my house because, like I said, she was gonna watch the kids, but that same day before I was gonna get on the flight, my brother was having a party and my flight was at nighttime. So it was like, okay, well, me, Bree, and the kids can go to this little party or whatever. She heads to my house, and I don't think anxiety didn't really like my friends like that. And he was very, these are the lashes too. He was very, I don't know. He didn't like me hanging out with anybody. He was very insecure. That's a good word that I'm looking for him. He was very insecure. So anytime I had like friends around, he would just automatically assuming, oh, she about to go do some F shit, whatever, you know. It just didn't make sense. So at this point, it really didn't matter because we wasn't together no more. And like I said, he thought I was just gonna go to LA just to go kick it with my mom. So as he sees me getting ready to go and he sees Bree, you know, getting into the house, he asked me, can I take him to work? Now, mind you, anxiety's car been in the shop for like 3 years. If you know, you know what I'm trying to say.
Oh my God, bro. Oh, hell no.
He always had this thing where even when we wasn't together, yeah, we was living together, he felt like he could just use the car whenever he wanted to. So I think he felt like at that day specifically, like, oh, well, if she's going to be in LA, that's cool. I can just, you know, drop her off or whatever the case. I could just get the car and go to and from school. I mean, to and from work. It ain't happening like that. I'm sorry, buddy. So I'm like, yeah, I'll take you to work. But it was going to be a tight fit. But whatever. His job was on the way. I do not know what I'm doing with this. What part is the glue? Okay, it says bond, stronghold, waterproof, and then form protective shield. Are you guys familiar? I don't know what I'm doing. Maybe I should have watched the video. But anyway, so yeah, I'm getting ready to take him to work, right? And I can already tell immediately he had a bad attitude because Bree was with me. So we get over there by his job and he's like,
Hey, can you stop at 7-Eleven? I want to get me some coffee before I go to work.
I'm like, yeah, that's fine. So we waiting and Bree's like,
So are you gonna tell him you're going out of town?
I'm like, it's really none of his business, but I mean, I guess, you know, I mean, I do have the kids. Instead, I changed my mind. I'm gonna just use regular lash glue because I don't know what I'm doing. Don't judge me, okay? This is my first time. So he's just, he comes back in the car. But this time, he comes back in the car with 2 coffees. And in my head, I'm like, oh, he bought a coffee for another chick. Not in my car, in my ride, you're not. So I said, oh, when he walked in, it was so funny. I'm like, oh, you bought me a coffee. He looked shocked, like,
Oh yeah. This for you.
I'm like, in my head, I'm like, no, it wasn't. But I'm gonna take it anyway since you want to lie. And he's like,
all right, yeah. So my job is like right here around the corner.
I'm like, well, I did some slick stuff and was just like, so what part does this go on? I'm like, so do you know I'm not going to be able to, you're not going to use my car to go to work tomorrow, right? And he's like,
What do you mean?
I'm like, I'm going out of town. He was like,
Well, I can take the car.
I said, no, you can't take the car. You're not taking this car. This man flipped his whole attitude. He was not feeling it. He was like,
What do you mean? Who's gonna have the car?
I said, Bree's gonna take the car. She's gonna be watching the kids. Why did this man say,
Pull over right here.
got out the car, slammed my car door, and we were like on the side of the hill. While I watched this man try to walk up a hill, almost fall and bust his head. He sure did. Looking a fool. Why Bree started dying laughing like it was just the funniest thing that ever could have happened. Right? So I get back, Bree sits back up in the front seat of the car. And she's like, girl,
what's his problem?
I'm like, he was, he thought he was gonna have my car. He had me effed up. We're not together anymore. You don't have those privileges anymore, And she was like, yeah, I feel you. So we head over to go to my brother's house. Okay, Lash 2. Mind you, when it came to me and my daughter, after we broke up, he was not helping out financially with her. So I'm not gonna hold you. I did some petty stuff because of that. I was just like mad because it's kind of like you go to work every day. I know you're not using my car to go to work like that, but shoot, in my eyes, you saving money on gas if you're gonna take the bus or the train up there. You feel me? So where is all your money going to? I don't want to incriminate my okay, this is what I'm gonna say. Allegedly, I had his credit card number. I'll never forget. He came home one day and told me he didn't have no money when I know he did. I know he had money. I'm struggling putting these lashes on. I allegedly took his credit card number and went on a little shopping spree for her and bought up a whole bunch of stuff. I was dead. I know I was dead as wrong, but I was young too. And the only reason I did that is because he, like I said, he came home, said he didn't have no money, right? He gave me, let me see, out of 2 weeks, he gave me $20 and said, this is all I got. You could probably just get her some diapers or something like that. I'm like, what? Oh, heck no. So I'm like, okay, you want to play them type of games? I'm going shopping. So I got her a couple things. Well, I got her a lot of things. And I want to say by the time I was already at the airport, this man called me.
Did you use my card to buy stuff?
And of course I responded, I sure did. Your daughter needed stuff and I got them for her. You know what he said?
Well, I didn't know that you spent all that money. I'm not gonna be able to get to and from work, so I'm gonna need the car.
I said, excuse me, sir, I gotta get on my flight. I gotta go. Click. Like, stop playing with me. Even though, like I said, I know, allegedly I was wrong. Allegedly. So I get to the place, link up with my friend, we have a good time. Like I said, he don't need a name. That little part wasn't really important. The main part was when anxiety is blowing up my phone while I'm out there. He's like,
Taylor, I need some money. I don't know how I'm gonna get to and from work.
and like I'm sitting there thinking, what are you spending your money on? And really, I think his money was going to tree. And when you know what I mean by tree, I'm not talking about like he out here buying palm trees. No, I'm talking about 420 friendly tree, which is insane. So I didn't, I stopped answering his phone call by that time because it was just like, stop asking me for money for you to get to work just because, like, you're not saving money for a vehicle, you're only saving money for a tree. And where you know what I'm saying? Like, how are you progressing in life? It's not happening. But yeah, that was that little situation. Tell me if you think I was wrong. What did I just do with the glue? Do you think I was wrong? Was I wrong for that? I was probably wrong for, yeah, like taking the money or whatever, but allegedly. But I was upset because it's like, how do you come home to your daughter and within 2 weeks you tell me all you got is $20 and you come home every night, but you got tree to smoke every day. You eat at home. What's the issue? And before y'all start judging me, yes, I know I was wrong in that situation. Like I said, I was young and I was very spiteful at the time. But I just felt like, I know you had the bread. And to be honest, I think he had money to get to work. He just didn't want to spend his money. He wanted to spend mine. And I don't know, it was just a very weird situation. Honestly, we were very toxic for each other. And that kind of like leads me into maybe just a little girl chat, because I also want to talk about, what's the word about, what word is it that I'm looking for? Like family curses when it comes to, or not family curse, the generational curse. Is that what it's called? Breaking that generational curse. You know, a little bit about myself is like, how have you ever, is it hard sometimes for you to be vulnerable with people? You know, I have this conversation with my friends a lot, and I try to figure out, like, not me trying to figure out, it's I know my struggle is just doing it, being able to vocally speak. You hear my son? Vocally speak my my problems instead of just silently moving in a different way. It's not so bad so far. I want to take these off, but There is a difference. So yeah, like being low-key, I'm tired. Before I even continue, I might just leave one eye on. I'm tired. And do the other eye tomorrow. Is that weird? I don't know. But yeah, being emotionally vulnerable with your significant other can be very difficult. And I'm learning that a lot of that comes from old childhood responses. Even me being, or when I used to be spiteful or just doing things just to, I had this thing, it was like, I'm gonna make you feel how I feel. I want you to hurt just as much as I hurt. And yes, I outgrew that, but now it's like, as I get older, I realize there's a lot of things that, you know, things happen, or I react a certain way because of past traumas or whatever the case may be. So that's just something that I need to think about, and I'm probably gonna, you know, touch up on a lot of that coming up. I love these little patches. Sorry if this video is just all over the place. I got a lot on my mind, and it's just things that I need to think about and just overcome. The fear of change is so real. How did I do on the eyelash? Let me just go ahead and do the other side. Well, I'll probably do that off camera and then just come back to you guys later. But yeah, that's that. I'm learning that doing my left eye is my left eye is a lot harder. Lot harder. That is the lashes. I think I did pretty good for my first time. The real test will be if they stay on. I will never forget when I spent the night the first time with this one guy. I woke up and I had lashes all over my pillow. It was so embarrassing. I hurried up, went in the bathroom and just started. I had so many gaps. It was so trifling. But I think I did pretty good. Let me see. What will be next if I do anything? I thought I said I was gonna stop, but I'm not. I feel like I recently bought a new eyebrow pencil. Okay, I found an eyebrow pencil. It's by, where is it at? I don't know if you can see, right here. And it is the Fill and Fluff. But I do like to dabble and play. I think pretty soon I am going to try and do, not try, I'm gonna do a wig on here. I was gonna do one today, but like I said, I'm tired. I'm going through some female things right now. So if you know, you know. Y'all, I got a birthday coming up. Can you guess how old I'm gonna be? My birthday is March 9th, Pisces season. And I really don't have much planned. I just wanna, I don't know what I wanna do. I don't know if I wanna just chill. I'm just what they call, he's just a chill guy. I'm just a chill girl. But that's all I am going to do for now. My hair, excuse my hair, you know, usually my hair is usually done, but like I said, I'm a little tired. But I wanted to give you a little story time and do a little girl talk with you guys. I got some more like real legit stories on the way, and some more girl talk, some things that I just need to vent about. But anyways, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on all of my social medias at Instagram _ Taylor Kai. You can also follow me on Threads there, and then Snapchat Taylor Kai 44, and Patreon. I am taking a little break. I've been going to physical therapy, so my arm is getting a lot better. Patreon.com/Taylor Kai. My stories will come up soon. I do have a full book there. Thriller/drama. If you're into that kind of stuff, I will put the book title up there, or you can just email me or comment down below if you would like a copy of the book. I'm also thinking about doing Get Ready With Me with possibly a little voiceover of a couple of the chapters from the book. So let me know if you guys want that as well. Anyway, I hope you guys like my lashes. I tried, y'all. All right, y'all. Good night.